The reason why people get constantly distracted is actually because they too focus. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but to understand why, we really have to understand what is even focus mean to humans or even animal in general. From about 10,000 years ago, when people still live in jungle, they need to pay attention on any little thing that happen around them. Otherwise, they're gonna get eaten by tigers, let's say. So when you even today go on a bushwalk, you hear any little noises in the woods, you will get distracted. You have to look at it, what's going on. Or if you have a pet, when they sleep, that's what they're doing, focus. Any small noises, they wake up, they check what's going on, okay, I'm safe, then they back to what they're doing. Until today, when, we still have a phrase like this, pay attention. Before you go to a late night party, your parents always tell you, hey, listen, pay attention. They're not actually tell you to focus on the party, but what they actually telling you is pay attention on anything that may happen. Be ready to be distracted. And I didn't even make this up. If you check what is focus on APA definition, which is American Psychological Association definition, it actually mean concentrate or centering your attention on the stimulation. This stimulation could be something visual. When you try to read a book, you saw the flower is about to die. So you get distracted, you're ready to water the flower. This stimulation could be a sound, or could be even an irritation thought. Last time I argued with her, I should have said that. Or, why I focus so bad. Like when you think about why I focus so bad, you already get distracted. So every time you sit down, ready to do work, when you say, I need to focus today, what are you actually saying is, I'm ready to be distracted. Because that's just human nature of us. And that's the reason why so many people are obsessed with multitasking. Doing a little bit of that, reply email, send this, do that. Because that really follows the human nature of us. However, most of us don't want that. What we really want is concentrate. The reason why multitasking is not good because when you switch between tasks, it's not that efficient for our brain. So how can we concentrate is actually today's topic. The main reason why people cannot concentrate on one thing is actually because we are too used to the animal nature focus. People constantly get distracted. And this kind of distracted is not even a mentally thing. It even change your brain on the like a physical level. You cannot focus. And even in deep work, it show a lot of study based on it. On one of the interview with the researcher, they comment on this. They said, people who multitask all the time can't filter out irrelevancy. They can't manage a working memory. They are chronically distracted. They initiate much larger parts of their brain that are irrelevant to their task at hand. And they are pretty much mental wrecks. Imagine if you try to focus, get something down, and over 50% of your brain is all about the music you listened earlier, about some shows you want to know what's going to happen in the next episode. Of course, there going to be less and less productivity. And some people may say, you know what, I can laser focus when I wanted to. But the truth is, when you're too used to have too much irrelevance in your brain, you're almost impossible to do laser focus. And in the same research, they even mentioned this. The people we talked with continually said, look, when I really have to concentrate, I turned off everything and I am laser focused. And unfortunately, they developed habits of mind that make it impossible for them to be laser focused. They are sucker for irrelevancy, and they just can't keep on task. People think like what we just mentioned. They're technically saying the same thing like this. They're saying that I try to lose weight, but I only go on diet on one day or a week. The rest of the day, I eat whatever I want to. And we all know what's the result if that's the case. And the most scary part is have irrelevancy in our brain is addicted. The people who have this type of addiction have these two characters. First, they afraid boredom. Even a smallest bit. When you wait online for a minute and a half, you gotta go on your phone. And this afraid of boredom is one of the signs that your brain structure start changing because you cannot even tolerate any boredom. You cannot be at the present. The second sign that you have addiction to irrelevancy is procrastination. Most procrastination happen when there's lots of things need to be done. For example, in the book Deep Work, there is an artist come to the author to consult how can I focus. The truth of the matter is he have a lot of things need to done, so he get constantly distracted. So if I have this fear of boredom or procrastination, what should I do? How can I solve or change my brain? The first is you really need to concentrate on one thing at a time. It includes make the bed. When you make the bed, don't listen to music. Focus on the bed. When you clean the dish, focus on cleaning the dish. Otherwise, we actually will turn into the mental wrecks, like the research mentioned. And the second, we really need to embrace boredom. When you stand in the line, try to look around, try to focus on yourself, how yourself feeling. Instead, we have to outsource this boredom to our phone to scroll. And the third one, I'm sure you guys probably heard, is meditation. My personal experience, when the first time I tried meditation, it's almost impossible to do. Within the first 15 seconds, I get distracted already. I start thinking about random thoughts. And within 2 minutes, I have to break out of it. It's too much for me. But with practice, it's like a muscle. You will getting better and better. And the last, what we really want, or in psychological term, is hyper-focus on one thing. In another term, when we hyper-focus, we're in the flow. And I mentioned flow in my past video. If you guys are interested, I will make a separate video about flow because it's such a big topic. That's the time that you actually focus. And I'm sure you experienced flow before. For example, you spend some time with the people you really like. 2 hours feels like 10 minutes. You doing a certain thing, time fly by, and you even forget to eat. That's how flow works. Maybe next video or in future we'll make another video. How can we get into flow constantly? But that's today's video. When I hear people talking about, say, oh, I cannot work on the quiet place. I need to go to a coffee shop to work. Which is a lot of people, which is, you're not alone if you're one of them. But I think people actually should start paying attention because when this chronically distracted may even develop to some serious mental problem. And I hope today's video helped you. My name is Paul. I see you next time.